What's up, everybody? Nemo here. Another New World video, and I'm gonna cut straight to it. We had some updates today, not all the updates that everybody wants, so I'm gonna run through them real quick and then have my thoughts about them. But fresh start servers, no insights on them. We don't know when they're coming out. Thinking far in the future, loadouts, they're coming. Mounts, they're coming. Solar experience, they're trying to improve it. They're trying to have some one-on-one instance boss fights for solo players in game, because currently all the in-game content is just group activities. So that's pretty cool to see. In-game raids, they're bringing those in with the Brimstone Sand update. It's going to be that giant worm, so that's going to be pretty cool. And there could be other things that are coming, and they're looking at 10 to 20 players required to be able to fight that stuff. Talked about the starting experience. It's revamped. It's going to be better. It's going to be more streamlined. Main story quest is going to be the main way to level. Going from 1 all the way to 60, it's going to be a bit faster. So that's really cool. 1 to 25. They're also improving the story, right? And there's going to be 2 different story starting experiences that you'll be able to, experience. You got Monarch's Bluff, which is going to be more Arthurian history. If you wanna experience that for your lore, then run to Monarch's Bluff when you're starting out. Windsward is going to be more druidic groups dealing with like Medea and the witch mythology, all that stuff. So if you want that as your like starting experience lore, go to Windsward. They are revising the experience amongst the world, where there's going to be more puzzles, more interactive environments, traversal POIs or points of interest. So it's going to be pretty cool. It's going to be like things that you'll be able to discover and explore and experience, where you are actually interacting with the world and making things happen, which is going to be a cool experience. And that kind of makes a nice segue into Brimstone Sands, right? Brimstone Sands is going to be 2 to 3 times larger than any zone that has came out, which is really cool to hear. So it's going to be full of different secrets and dungeons and different points of interest that you'll be able to discover for yourself. And they said there's going to be a lot of secrets and maybe some, secret chests and quests and all different kinds of things. So really take the time to explore the world and you'll be rewarded. So that seems pretty cool. There's going to be roadside encounters, fights that you may have to do, things that'll just pop up. So that's going to be also really cool. They also talked about how there's going to be 26 different ancient glyphs, which are really cool. And some of the glyphs are going to unlock certain things that allow you to traverse Brimstone Sands differently. Like there could be 2-way portals that could get you from one area to another. That's pretty cool, and that could be a cool feature that could be implemented throughout Eternum or any future zones, right? There's going to be chests that unlocked after you complete it. There's going to be walls that lower, secret rooms that reveal themselves. So it's really going to be really cool to experience. They also gave some hints, like making sure that you explore behind waterfalls, drop down on different ledges, really look at the environment and see how can you get somewhere, because it could be a secret. So that's cool to know that, thinking about that. And, things are going to be a bit more dynamic. Heart gems, they spoke about that. You'll get a tier 1 from a quest, but to get the heart gems, they're going to be dropped from the final in-game expeditions, from the final boss, and they'll have a 10% drop rate. And so you'll be finding that in Tempest, Genesis, Lazarus, Barnacles, and Black Powder, and the Ennead. And each expedition will drop a different heart gem. And then, of course, you'll have to get materials from Brimstone Sands, in-game materials throughout the world, to be able to upgrade them from tier 1 all the way up to tier 3. So that's going to be pretty cool. They spoke about the Greatsword. We already know the 2 different trees, more offensive, more defensive. There's going to be more tanking abilities and stuff. So with all this coming, it seems like, the updates are going to be really cool. The starting experience is going to be great, and you're going to be able to explore the world and, have a great new experience. Um, and so I'm thinking, with all these things that they're slowly implementing and rolling out, that they're really thinking long term. And there's going to be, a lot of horizontal content for, people to really enjoy and dive into the game. For me, I mainly play a lot of solo. So hearing that there's going to be some solo experience with one-on-one fights and boss fights, I'm like, that's really cool. But, you know, um, I'm just excited to see, the world and explore, and really hope that in Brimstone Sands they really take into account the secret areas or different places you can explore, and I hope that you can find some unique gear that is pretty difficult to find. I feel like what I've seen, people have some best in slot, gear and stuff like that, and there's kind of like a general set of items that you should go for. But I would want a bit more variety and more diversity, and I think the heart gems and like hearing that they're slowly expanding the world with different secrets and stuff, maybe that's going to lead to better gear selection and some more diverse, unique equipment or gear that feels satisfying because you got it yourself. So we'll see how that goes. But you know uh, the update was just a typical update, no dates, no timelines, but it's cool to see that there's some cool stuff coming. There's some future things that are on the horizon, and that they're really thinking about longevity, making things more concise, and making sure when they roll out these updates that they don't break anything in the process. So we'll see how things go. And if you found this helpful, I kind of tried to condense it into like a nice little TLDR. Hit a like, subscribe, and until the next video or updates, thank you guys for tuning in. As always, you found me. Until next time, peace.